Less than 20 hours ago, the CLOUT published an article about the Stauffers. And they just keep getting worse. I keep saying that they just keep getting worse. Hi there, I'm Roux. Welcome to my video where I talk about anything I want. Inspired by D'Angelo, I am, yes. And this is an update on the Stauffers. So if you're unaware, the Stauffers were a family vlogging channel that profited off of their adoption story while adopting a boy from China. And then 2 years later, they rehomed him. And it's been very evident that they did it all for fame and riches, and then abandoned him when he got too much to handle and he wasn't really the main focus of their earnings anymore. In my previous videos, I have talked about how I genuinely believe that they did it all for the fame, and that it was a calculated move adopting him. And what's come out in an article in the CLOUT, less than 20 hours ago, they posted an article about the family where they've interviewed a lot of people who have interacted with them during the time where they were adopting and everything that was going on. It's just proven how shitty they are. First of all, they broke a bunch of rules. You're not supposed to talk about your adoption journey and blast the child you're adopting on social media before they get to your home, which the Stauffers did. They made a bunch of videos before they went and got the kid from China to drum up attention for their channel. It really blew them up and people were really interested and, business move basically. And it's a big no-no and you should not be doing that, not only because you could be jeopardizing the adoption of that child, but also because you're not their parent yet. You don't have a right to talk about their personal information. As a result of the Stauffer case, there's actually been implemented new protocols within adoption agencies where they're even more strict about what kind of information that prospective parents can share with other people and, policing it more. Because, it's very clear that the Stauffers misused their platform and shared information that they had no right in sharing, and they really need to be on that like a hawk to make sure that people aren't doing this for views and that they don't share information that they don't have a right to share about innocent lives of children. So it's long been suspected that the reason they chose to adopt was because they had looked into the analytics on YouTube, realized that the videos that do the best are new babies, pregnancy announcements, adoptions, etc. Like milestone videos. They even admitted to this. James Stauffer admitted to this. He said that those are the videos that do the best, that really can hype up your content. And they have admitted that they really studied the analytics to get as successful as possible. It's clear that they were inspired by other YouTubers who had adopted and who had a lot of children, because family vloggers are the most successful the more kids they have, because people are like, oh yes, a new baby, new baby, new baby. And they kept talking about maybe they should have 6 or 8 children, which is very, common within the family vlogger community. So apparently Micah Stauffer had joined several adoption groups on Facebook and several communities dedicated to international adoption, especially adoption of children with special needs. And a lot of people in those communities were really uncomfortable with Micah, because apparently she had contacted them personally to ask questions, but in every message, she was just like, oh, also, I have a vlogging channel. Would you mind checking it out, following my vlogging channel, subscribing, liking the videos? Can you guys please go subscribe to the videos and like them, comment below? And it was really off-putting to them because this is a forum for talking about adoption and the possible struggles of raising a child who has special needs. And this lady, Micah, was literally just like, oh, and by the way, self-promo, go check out my content. So it was very clear to them that she was more focused about her vlogging channel and getting this as a content, and she kept talking about how she really wants people to follow her channel so that she can share her adoption journey. So it's very clear that this has all been for views. And, the more information that's coming out, the more clear that gets. And it's just incredibly upsetting and sad. In the article too, it was really horrifying because they were talking about other people who have spoken out about rehoming their adopted children. And I feel like, yes, I understand that it's a very sad topic and it's really upsetting, but a lot of them were like, this isn't what I envisioned adoption to be like. This isn't doing it for me. My child keeps being in the hospital, and I was just like, it's just so exhausting going to the hospital all the time. It's like, how is this about you? How can you not care about your child? Like, I don't understand. Like, it truly shows that there is a certain type of people who should never ever be parents, because they go into it looking for what it can do for them, not what they can do for the potential child, be it adopted or not. But they go into it to get something for them, and when that doesn't work out, they're like, pity me, this is just so hard, why are you being mean to me? Like, how could you possibly think I'm a bad person for choosing to rehome my child, when obviously my reasons are really narcissistic? It's like, it's horrifying. It's one thing if you rehome your child because you genuinely were blindsided and you're a good person and you love the kid and you just don't have the resources to give that kid what it needs. It's a completely different thing entirely when it's really clear that the only reason that you went into having a child, adopting it, giving birth to it, either way, is because you wanted it to do something for you. And now that that's not working out the way you envisioned it, it's okay to just be like, actually, I'm gonna tap out and I'm just like a victim. Like, how could you like unfriend me for this? People are so mean. Honey, the person being mean is you dumping a child because it didn't live up to your fairy tale expectations. If you go into it having those expectations, you shouldn't have a child. Like, you as a society, we need to hammer this in, where it's like, if you genuinely go into this thinking that it's gonna be like something for you, and I feel like society isn't focusing enough about the struggles of parenthood, where very shallow narcissistic people are like, this isn't what I imagined because no one really told me it would be hard though. It's just upsetting. They shouldn't have done it in the first place. That's the thing. Dissolutions happen, aka rehoming of children, but I feel like a lot of the time it happens because the parents were naive, arrogant, narcissistic going in, and then they were never fully equipped, and society didn't pick up on it until after they already had the kid. Like, someone should have picked up on it. It's sad. Fun fact, just a little while ago, they decided to come back to YouTube by having a live stream answering all of your questions. And what kind of thumbnail did they use? They used a picture of their children, including the adopted one. How tacky is that? The one you gave away. How dare you use his image for your live stream? How dare you? How despicable can you be? Oh, they disgust me so much. I'm so angry. That's all we know for now. Do check out the article. It's linked in the description. I also have linked a video by Without a Crystal Ball, who was actually interviewed for this article, where she talks about it. Very interesting. Do comment below. What do you think about this? It's just, I feel like the more we learn about these people, the more disturbing it gets. And I think it's so sad how evident it is that they only care about themselves. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Do come back. Real talk on the dailies, Reddit ratings on Fridays, and soon true crime on Wednesdays. I really want this to be my full-time job. If you want to support that, do subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you for coming. Okay, love you, bye.